Today in History. Okay, it is August 5th already, and our journey to the past will continue.
It does. We have a couple of events to share with our listeners today, but as always, here is my quiz question first. She is one of the most iconic Hollywood stars, known for her blonde hair and beauty mark above her lip. Is it number one, Marilyn Monroe, or number two, Cher? The question once again. She is one of the most iconic Hollywood stars, known for her blonde hair and beauty mark above her lip. Is it number one, Marilyn Monroe, or number two, Cher?
그 점을 beauty mark 이렇게 말하니까 더 좋네요.
Yeah, like a mole,
mole,
right?
그렇죠. 우리가 점을 가리켜서 mole이라고 하는데
exactly.
그 beauty mark. Okay.
Okay, so please put your answers on our Bundy board, or you can text in on your cell phone, #1045. That will cost you 51, and you could win an Usan.
So we're going to be talking about two main items that have happened on this day in history, and here they are.
Today in history. In 1924, the comic strip Little Orphan Annie made its debut, and in 1962, actress Marilyn Monroe died.
자, 1924년 8월 5일은요. 그 우리나라에서는 고아 애니라고 알려져 있는 만화 Little Orphan Annie가 처음 이제 방영이 된 날로 기록되고 있습니다. 1962년 8월 5일은 마릴린 먼로가 사망한 날이기도 하고요. Okay, so let's get started with our first item.
Yes, now I'm sure many of our listeners are familiar with this tune, right? Tomorrow, tomorrow, I'll love you tomorrow. We all know that one, yes?
좀 더 해보세요, 선생님. Keep going.
You're only a day away.
네, 아유, 좋네요. Okay, that of course, it's the hit song Tomorrow from the musical Annie. And we did talk about this not too long ago. And that successful song, as well as the movie and musical, owe their success to this comic strip that started it all, Little Orphan Annie, which made its debut on this day in 1924.
I don't know any more words from that song.
You're only a day away까지요?
Yeah.
알고. 더 이상 안 시키니까 안 시키죠.
Stay with us while Boyoung tries to figure out the rest of the words. See what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know it, right? You don't either. Yeah.
Just a few bars is quite enough.
Exactly. Well, created by Harold Gray, the comic strip contained the same basic characters, including Annie, her dog Sandy, Warbucks, and Punjab.
Oh, well, the strip enjoyed great popularity, and it was adapted to a radio show in 1931, one of the first of its kind, and later to two films.
But it was in 1977 when the comic strip was adapted to a musical that the name Annie became a staple in the entertainment business. I wonder what happened to that child actress.
Me too.
I don't know where she is these days or what she's doing. She was certainly a superstar at the time,
At
right?
that time, that's right.
No idea.
네, 뭐 열심히 공부해서 뭐 훌륭한 이 사회에 기여하는 일인으로 성장했을 거라고 믿어 의심치 않으며. And let's move on to another iconic figure.
That's right. Back to the stars of the glamorous and the famous. Today we talk about Marilyn Monroe.
That's right. And very few people, if not none, have had personified glamour and beauty as this iconic figure like Marilyn Monroe did. And here's what it is.
There may come a time when a lass needs a lawyer, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. There may come a time when a hard-boiled employer thinks you're awful nice, but get that ice or else no dice. He's your guy when stocks are high, but beware when they start to descend.
네, 신사는 금발을 좋아해라는 영화의 한 장면입니다.
I just realized something for the first time. That, you know, the Madonna music video for Material Girl.
Yes.
That's
Right.
Yeah, that's from. I didn't know that was a copy of that scene from that film.
이제 아셨구나.
Because I've never seen it before until right now.
that scene?
That Marilyn Monroe scene.
Oh, not to mention the movie itself then.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I think go ahead and check it out.
Oh,
It's
is it
beautiful.
good? Yeah.
네.
Huh. Well, she was, of course, going back to Marilyn Monroe, the one and only Marilyn Monroe. Her name officially, or her full name, Norma Jean Mortensen,
Right.
as a matter of fact. Well, she passed away on this day in 1962.
Elton John once wrote a song, actually, Goodbye, Norma Jean. referring to Marilyn Monroe. Well, deemed both as a global pop and cultural icon, Monroe became a leading figure and beauty standard in the entertainment industry.
She was a model, she was a singer, she was an actress, and at one point the most sought-after face for advertisements as well as the source of inspiration for many artists, including Andy Warhol. You can see that famous painting on Poinen Radio there that Andy Warhol did, right?
I saw that actually.
Oh, really?
In person myself this time.
Is it pretty cool?
It was. It was very small.
Yeah. That's what a lot of people don't realize. Those are smaller than they look when you see them on the internet, right?
And she was also well aware of her looks. Oh, well, in fact, she knew what a Hollywood creation Marilyn Monroe was. Well, author pal Truman Capote actually once wrote that after a lunch together, she went to the powder room, like the ladies' room, and stayed so long that he went in to find her. What's going on? And when he discovered her in front of the mirror and asked what she'd been doing, she replied, looking at her.
Wow.
Looking at her.
Okay.
네, 한참 동안 나오질 않길래 왜 저기 파우더 분장실에 들어가서 왜 안 나오나 했더니 나중에 저는 저희들 좀 보세요. 아름다운 여인을.
Strange story, right? Well, of course, when it comes to images, one of the most remembered and iconic Marilyn moments was on the subway air vent scene from the movie The 7-Year Itch, right?
치마가 확 날리는 저 장면이죠.
Yeah.
Not to mention one of her last appearances on stage, her birthday song to then President John F. Kennedy in 1962.
Yeah, I had to sing Tomorrow at this segment, so why don't you sing us the Happy Birthday, Mr. President song?
Happy birthday.
Change my mind. Answer to the quiz question. The first, not the first, she is one of the most iconic Hollywood stars known for her blonde hair and beauty mark above her lip. Number 1, Marilyn Monroe.
왜 못하게 해요, 그걸 또. 연습했는데.
We'll be right back with Morning Date. Korea's godfather of rock and roll, the legendary Han Dae-soo. How cool is that? First, a song requested by Kim Min-jung. It's the Kinks all day and all of the night.